to Cynical Velocity Online Racing, and tonight we are here for round 19 of the championship at USA at the Circuit of the Americas. Tonight we could see Constructor Champions be crowned, with McLaren only needing 17 points, and with Red Bull's main driver not racing tonight. It's going to be a tough task for Richard. But in the commentary box tonight you have myself, as always, SV Gorilla, and SV a one-shot.
Evening.
So, obviously, only 2 more rounds to go after this race. Drivers' Championship already wrapped up with SV Bagoo winning it. And then, obviously, we've got the Constructors. With McLaren, obviously, it looks a bit weird with SV Bagoo actually in a Ferrari, but he is still driving for McLaren. Some new faces tonight already. We've got the likes of Despairs, who's just kind of filling in the numbers. I will ask him if he wants to join permanently for the rest of the season and next season. SV Kisbo making her league racing debut, which is going to be interesting. And obviously we do have Daleks as well. He races in VVR, and I think that is all of the new drivers.
Why is he going out?
I don't think he understands. Tell him to come back in and retire, so he doesn't retire on track. I think he's now out. He's retired on track. He doesn't know the rules, so it doesn't really matter. We'll tell him after. Obviously, same rules apply. Obviously, skip Q1 because we don't have the 15 drivers, and obviously Q2, obviously, and then obviously the battle for pole. Talking of pole, who do you think has the main advantage around the track, and who do you think? Fair enough.
Just because it's his home race.
To be fair, I did watch him in VVR as well, and he completely dominated that. So it's probably going to be a decent win. Obviously, he can get second in the championship. He will need to win every race, pretty much, and hope that the likes of Brad, and obviously Elias not being here, it's going to be a tough ask. But here we go, qualifying is going to get underway. And good evening, guys. Hope you all had a great Christmas period. We are back finally. As mentioned, only 2 more rounds to go after this, and it's been a very successful season so far. SV Ninja's going to be the first driver out. Let's see what the first times are going to be. So I need to do that. So what the tyre situation is: Richard, Pagoo, Despairs, Tony, Ninjas, and Southern Ping on the soft compound.
And Ninja just cut that S's completely.
I don't know where he's going. He's already on his way to Brazil. What else? We've got medium runners, so that is Snorlax, Richard, Kisbo, Daleks, and Lucasade. And then the hard runners of Jota, Bradford, and Ramsey. Higher tyre nearer to the end. But got Ninjas in a Renault, and we have the Mercedes driver of Lucasade. That's very close between those two. Obviously, these two guys know each other quite well. A lot of these drivers, apart from
Spec.
Jota and Southern Ping, all of them kind of race with each other. Oh, and Tony, sorry, and Manzi. They all race in BVR, which is like another league that we all race in. Win the Drivers' Championship hopefully next week in the final round at Brazil. But we're riding back on board with Lucas Aid now that he's first. He's going around the final corner now to start his lap. See what time he can do. Ninja's wide over that. Lucas Aid coming up the hill to turn 1. It's very late. It's the apex runs up slightly wide. Not going to cost him too much time. Into turn 2, and this is where it's sort of like Silverstone through the S's. Through the S's, he's like, well, too much there.
All I'm going to say is we're going to see a lot of penalties come out of that S though. And a lot of validations as well.
Going over into Vettel corner where he famously broke his suspension last year's USA Grand Prix in real life. Into the other hairpin. Ooh, gets a little bit sideways through there. And get DRS to help him along. Very bright down this straight, I just noticed. Very, very bright.
And Luke and Tony's already off. No surprise there.
No surprises. Obviously, we will interview some sort of surprise, unless Tony's in it, then we will interview him. We've not had an interview for the last couple of weeks because we obviously have things. Coming into the triple right-hander here, where you can gain or lose a lot of time. You kind of slow down in the middle of that. Down the second to last corner, it's very, very bright. It's going to shit off the drivers. Down the final corner now, it's going to be a 1:35.9. Ninjas goes second. Bad lap from him.
Do you reckon we should interview one of the newbies? See how that.
Daleks. I mean, if one of them goes out, then we can.
No, like.
Then Daleks going around the final corner though. For the provisional first place. Tony is on an out lap. All drivers are currently out. Ramsey goes P3. Harder compound. Kids go around the final corner. P6. Bad. Small Axe goes P1 though. We've got only one trotter. Goes P3. I think Richard in the Red Bull. Runs up slightly wide, but it's going to get it. P6, not a bad lap. I believe Bradford is next across the line here. Round the final corner in the Williams. He's invalidated. John's just going to turn 1 now, starting his lap. Southern Ping coming up to the final corner. This will be a fairly decent lap here. With P4 on the harder compounds. He's a little bit off from Jota. Too far off.
Otherwise, he's actually got a lap in for once.
Drivers now coming in. Let's ride on board with the Drivers' Champion. He's got kind of looks like that kind of looks like an Alonso kind of helmet. I don't know if you remember Alonso's helmet, but that looks exactly like what he's using. Brad, I think he's using the same helmet as yesterday.
Great camera angle, Codemasters. Not.
SV Tony coming through, and he's absolutely cut that corner like a treat. And he's absolutely cut.
Went out wide there.
I think he's coming in.
And he's missed it.
Has he actually?
Uh-huh.
And now he's reversing. That's fairly naughty, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Ranzi on for a second lap here, I think. No, I think it's coming in this lap. So at the moment, obviously Pagoo Despair's now out, making his debut tonight. These drivers making their debuts. Darnex is showing a lot of pace over. 8 minutes to go until the end of the session. We're going to slow down a bit. So I think we might be coming in. There's got a car behind me. I believe that might be. Ooh, that was quite neatly there. Might have been all that. Yeah, he was. I think his bow has run out of fuel. There she has. I think that's the first round. We've got to do not on a lap. Have to be careful with this here. Oh, nearly contact. The 3 drivers still not actually going again, but very, very tail happy out of turn 1. And Brad is also running out of fuel. I have to be careful there with the spares now bearing down towards him. Let's ride on board with the spares in the racing point. Up into turn 1. See if we can get a lap together here.
Probably on his wheel as
2.
well. I like his helmet though.
2 VS's. Good so far. Really sure where Brad is. He might come this a little straight. He's not going to be out there.
He's in the pit. He's in the pit.
Oh yeah, there he is. That was.
Got her. He's got her. That's, yeah, that was him on the back. He was on the back straight, wasn't he?
I don't know.
The second DRS though, isn't it? Second DRS though, isn't it?
Spares with a massive lock up though. Do like a decent lap so far though. We're getting above 10th.
Then just ran out very wide in the S's.
No. Probably getting validated. Around second to last corner. Into the final corner now. Getting up out of the drop zone here.
P5.
P5.
That's a fucking banging lap for the spares.
Yep. Tony is now about to start of that. Have a look at him, he's not on that. I believe he's validated. And then Jota. Still in those hard compounds. Bearing in mind. He's probably going to look to do a fairly long
In. Yeah.
First. Because if there was rain, everyone would be on soft tyres right now.
But come on, it's America. It hardly rains in America.
Yellow flags.
And then just slowing down.
Starting over lap. Coming up into the final corner now.
And he's just run wide at the S again.
Oh, P2 on the hard compounds. It's mental. Spares, I think, is going to slow down that. Oh, and can get in and out of it. Just finished doing this. If Tony can actually get a lap in there.
And not invalidate.
We'll just put that there. No, P5. Great lap. Do now. We have drivers that are close to the end. Luca Date's going back in. He feels like he might be safe. If not, he's going to be losing out here. Bradford is only his second. He's got a lap. Get back on board with the goo because he's going through the triple right-hander now. And just has retired. Go around the final corner, goes P1. Some things, Randy now on the lap. Tony on a slow down lap. Oh, we're not going to be able to talk to him. Luke might be out of qualifying here. Unless he's coming out. But no, he's now coming back out. He's got one run to do this. Otherwise he'll be out qualifying. He won't be on a lap. Doing donuts. Very out of that drop zone. Into the second to last corner now. He can face that Red Bull. See if he can get above 10th. Oh, he runs out wide at the last corner.
Might have invalidated.
He's
oh,
P10.
No.
Pisbo is out of qualifying. Ping. Ramsey goes to P7. Who is now starting another lap. I'm right on board with.
Is he going to make that, by the way?
Yeah.
He'll make it with like 7 seconds to spare, won't he?
Like 10 seconds. Might be a little bit more than that. About 15 seconds. Lucas starting his lap now. Wants to pull out a lap here though. Yeah, flag. Tony firing. He's made it through. Now it's qualifying over. We're going to be finishing the lap.
We interviewed a sped. He's actually had a decent.
No, because he'll be doing qualifying, won't he? So we don't want to distract him. When Payne's coming in. Ooh, he's on the cusp there though. Going around the second to last corner, he's coming in. Where's Brad on a faster lap here though. Ramsey crossing the line. P7. The spares is last route.
He's invalidated.
Who comes into the pits? Bradford. There's the Luke. Just behind him.
Yeah. I'm on Luke right now.
Bradford going around the second to last corner.
Luke just got a bit of tail happy.
And the final corner now. This could be P1, only P4, but here we go. Lucas Aid is gonna wanna. He's down by 2 seconds. He's out of qualifying. If Richard makes it through, Lucas must have made a massive mistake. Right, we're going to talk to Luke. Come here, Lucas. That's if he wants to join. That is qualifying over. SV Pagoo leading going into Q3. SV Snorlax in P2. Jota P3, Bradford P4, Daleks P5, SV Tony making it himself into P6, SV Vanzi P7, Despairs P8, Solon Ping P9, and SV Richard in P10. Out of qualifying, SV Lucasade, SV Ninjas, and SV Kisbo. We will hopefully have an interview with Lucasade. If he decides to join, I need to screenshot. He's got his account set to. Doesn't get notifications. Hopefully he'll. Here he is. Include your audio, good sir. Right, so Luke obviously out of qualifying. Went on to the softs at the end, but lost time somewhere. But this looks very.
No, I didn't lose time. I actually invalidated.
Both
laps on the softs. I knew I wasn't safe. I looked and I was 10th, and yeah, Richard got me in the end. So
you had enough time to go round again.
Well, I looked. I had like 2 minutes 12, and I was like, right, I'll get out, see what I could do, and then on the flying lap, I invalidate in the S section. So I was like, nah. So I did it twice now.
But I mean, you do have.
Yeah, I start on the mediums, so choice. I have a free choice of tyres. I'll probably stay on the mediums.
Lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, out of qualifying, obviously you do join Ninjas and Kisbo as well. Long race ahead.
Yeah, long race.
Currently in a battle with Ramsey. For like.
I am indeed. So he's kind of winning at the moment.
There is a few more drivers as well that will be battling. Southern Ping being one of them. Everyone.
Southern Ping is one.
Ninjas But you do have Richard as well. He's also made it through, so you are currently on the back foot, but obviously a long race ahead, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Jack, I don't know if there's anything else.
Not really. Who do you reckon's going to start on pole though?
Let's just have a look. There's a couple of drivers have been really quick. I've seen Daleks is quick as well. I've seen Daleks, like, he just joined, but he's quick. Obviously, you got Matt, John, which is Snorlax and Puggy. Brad might nick it, but I'm probably going to stick to Matt due to because it's his home. I hope you can, sweat it out and get it done.
I can't tell who's ahead of Richard. Oh, Brad. This sort of Jota, sorry. Jota's going to be the best driver. Set a lap time in. Obviously, Luke, you're more than welcome to do a little bit of commentary for the last qualifying.
Well, I'm currently spectating that now. He's going for the S section. He's gone too wide, probably invalidated. If not, he'll go again. Looks like he's invalidated. Can't really tell.
Oh, I think the Spares has had a bit of a moment.
I think he's still going actually.
That is just going really
slow. I don't think Snorlax hasn't invalidated. He's still going.
Bradford.
Oh, he has invalidated. Okay. Yeah. That's a bit race director.
Come through the.
Oh no, he hasn't invalidated.
It's supposed to rain. Is it supposed to rain?
In the race it does, but quali it shouldn't do. But I'm not telling you where it's going to start raining in quali race.
Oh, Jota runs up slightly wide, but it should be fine. P1. Bradford goes into P2. Richard runs up slightly wide, but should get away with it. P3.
Yeah,
Snorlax coming in, and so is
so
Pagoo. Oh, they're both. Oh! They did what Tony did. Hey, Tony goes P3. Alex off the line, P2. There's about to line. He's invalidated. Yep. We've got Ramsey round the final corner now.
It's
That's a good
P4.
lap. That's a good lap. Very 9/10 behind P3 in the same tyres. Good lap from him.
Corner known to man. Let's get Southern Ping.
That is great.
P4. There's what are these two doing again? We saw this yesterday where they weren't doing what they were supposed to. I mean, they're now coming back out. I think that might be for Goo coming out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Both of them are now coming out actually.
How do you feel though, Luke, that you're getting out qualified by your teammate for once?
Well, I messed up my lap, so I would have been in the top. I would have been in this shootout, but because I invited both of my fastest lap out, there's no point, and I just.
How's he doing then?
I just had no time at the end to do so. So.
Ramsey's gone again. He's currently up on his time by a tenth in the second sector.
Nearly take out the board, why don't you, Tony?
You know.
And Ramsey's second to the last corner now.
Too wide.
Oh, he's gone up very wide.
Yeah, I
did that lap.
Spares is locked up going into the pit.
Also coming in, so we've only got two drivers currently on the track, which is the Ferrari and the Renault.
Excuse me.
To see if these two can actually get a lap on the board. Only 5 minutes to go, so we want to do this fairly quickly if we want to get out for the final runs. We'll have this lap to do.
Rich is going back out.
Who would come back out? We'll come out around 4 laps. Riding on board with SV for you. Just going to have Richard come in the pits. Hopefully it doesn't disturb him too much, doesn't Richard? Where Pagoo is. Just be careful of Snorlax behind him as well. Long way ahead, so Pagoo finishing the S section. I'll do that. See a suspension brake. Put up into the hairpin for the long straight. Towards the...
You can cut that corner though so much towards the DRS zone. Because I was doing that in F2 for the break and I was cutting that corner like a bitch and it wasn't even invalidating or giving me warnings.
If I do it, come around to finish his lap. Yellow flag.
It's Richard move out of the way of Matt.
Ah, okay. Well, we're going to get a lap on board here. Let's see if it's able to dislodge Jota from pole position. Now on the final corner now. It's P1. Now Snorlax round the final corner, and that's also P1.
Good luck from them.
Alex is just starting his lap as well.
Snorlax is currently off-roading. Let's get on board with Rich. Yeah, I think it's still Matt.
Yeah.
Raw. I'm not going to make it back on. Get back on. What? This is going to go again.
He's out of fuel.
Very, those full on momentum. This may be the end of his qualifying. Oh, that's a mic.
Dalek's going around the final corner now. P3.
P3. Richard.
About a 10th between him and Jota.
Ooh, Tony runs up very wide. Ramsey. Gonna move up. So I'm very close to something. Out. Snorlax coming to the pit, so that is the end of qualifying for them two.
I think the spares might have just invalidated there.
So he's been validated for his luck as well.
Yep.
Right. Thank you for having me. Okay.
Alright. Good luck in the race.
Okay.
I think the spares has been validated again.
Starting his lap now. That's Ramsey. And the final corner. See if he's able to jump above Southern Ping here. Doesn't. Tony has just finished. Oh, Southern Ping's hit the wall. The pit lane.
Yeah, he invalidated.
I think Jota's pulled out. Oh, Jota spun. Get below.
Get in the pit lane though. Yeah. Five tenths down on his time though. Yeah, he invalidated. Oh no, he didn't.
That is qualifying over SV Snorlax on pole position with SV Bagoo right behind him. Daleks in P3, Jota P4, SV Bradford P5, Southern Ping in P6, Ramsey P7, Richard P8, Tony in P9 and Despair is not setting a lap in P10.
Keep invalidating, which is kind of easy to do on this track, though. To be fair.
Yeah, it's fairly easy. Very close at the top though.
The same with Daleks and Jota as well. Look,
Yep. Only
10th between the two.
10,000ths of a second. And then Bradford, he's kind of off the pace there. 7 tenths between him and pole position. Quite high. Obviously we do have a long race ahead of us.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the race start, I'm going for a pee. 1 sec.
Alright. Some news about season 2. We already have our first pairing of SV John and SV Bradford partnering up in the Ferrari. Seasons 2 calendar I will announce now, and then I will release it a little bit later to the guys. So we will start pre-season on the 10th of February at Abu Dhabi, and then we have Australia, Belgium, USA, which for some reason I put a Belgian flag right next to it. I'm going to have to change that quickly. Then Japan, Bahrain, Britain, then we have a break week, then Italy, Russia, Monaco, Germany, and then Mexico. Then we have another break week, and then it will be Hungary, Canada, Singapore, China, and then Brazil to end the season. So now I need to quickly change that. Whilst we have a little bit of time, whilst everyone collects their thoughts for the race. That is the wrong one. There we go.
He was good as well.
Castro's packed slaphead again.
Really. And there we go. The race is about to start. Well, formation left will start. formation up. This is starting now.
That's a me. Oh, Fernando, yeah. Let's see what everyone's on.
Yeah.
Norlax, Pagoo, Darlax are all on mediums. Jotta's on the hards. Southern Pinger's on the hards. And then everyone else is on mediums. And then Kiz is on the softs.
So she'll be looking to a 2-stop tonight. Everyone got away safely. Cars to come out. We're on our way. So do you think it's going to win tonight?
No, not even.
Max.
Yep. 2 people got sent back to the grid, by the way.
Who's that?
Here's a William.
Ninjas and Brad. Oh, Brad's riding from that.
Oh no, it's Tony and someone else.
There we go. 3 red lights, 4 red lights and 5. And away we go, and Snipe gets a pretty good start, but so does Pagoo. He's not going to get a challenge on Daleks through the middle. Oh, and Richard. Oh, Lucas is out.
In the S. Ninja's just
Oh,
spun.
Snorlax been spun
Oh,
again.
Snorlax. Yeah. The Spares is up into P3, I might add. That.
Alex, what happened to Pagoo? I think he might have been.
He got
collected
caught.
in that.
Yeah, he got collected in that collision with Snorlax and
Spares and Sun Ping battling out the front.
Pagoo's
Looking to do the. You have to be careful. The Spares up the inside of Sun Ping though.
that was a great move.
Looking to try and get past Sun Ping. Snorlax's pass with Richard. Richard, I don't think has a front wing.
No, he don't.
And Ninja's battling it out right now.
His is even up into 10th.
Dalek's currently leading by 3.4 seconds in the fastest lap and jotted it into the pits already. Back for a front wing change, I'm going to guess so. And Richard also in. Very understandable yet. Yep. Getting a new front wing. I think he might have been collected in that collision at the front.
I think he might have hit Lucasade.
But he wasn't anywhere near Lucasade. Spares is already chasing down
Dalek.
Daleks here. Let's see the do. Still not been able to get his way past Southern Ping, but does do have any falling damage? I can't really see.
He keeps giving me shit camera angles as well.
Nah, he's not got any falling damage, so he's in tip-top condition. Ninjas.
Brad's got front wing damage though.
So he has. Maybe it was Jota and
Brad haven't. Yeah.
No idea what he's doing. No idea. Let's see the do. Starting to pull himself back up. At the moment he won't. He'll have move on Southern King. Early, so that will give him 15 points. Ramsey has 4. That is enough for the championship. Richard obviously isn't scoring any points. So we can then hunt down.
Ninja's the first penalty of the race. I think the spares is close as well, to be fair.
Ramsey and
yeah,
Ninjas
spares
battling
close.
up.
Spares close for one as well.
He's also past Ninjas as well. As things stand, McLaren would be Constructors champions. Big on Snorlax as well on Ramsey. The RS wide open. A very great move here if you can get it done.
Which he
Ramsey
does.
going to the inside. Covers the inside, but Snorlax up the inside as well. Cut back though. Let's see if we can get it done. He does. Ooh, a slight collision, but nothing
Snorlax
major.
just fucking cut the door on him.
Snorlax is on a charge. He's going to be hunting down. Tony's having a good race so far. Gained 3 positions. Despairs has gained 8.
Yeah.
So he's doing very well at the top, but he has got SV Blue hunting him down.
And Tony picked up the free.
And
And so does Ramsey.
There's the same corner,
Probably.
and Bradford is now into the pits as well. Oh, that is a massive shame. They are fighting Red Bull at the moment. They're only a few points behind, so but obviously everyone will start new to pit, and Bradford and John going to different tyres respectively. Ramsey and Snorlax is already DRS of Tony. Snorlax can come back to get a podium here. I think pretty decent. With Tony getting very, very probably going to lose the position here, and that DRS into the slipstream as well. And that is P5 for Snorlax. Tony's going to keep moving. Of all that, Snorlax didn't actually get any damage, which is lucky for him. And I could do within DRS range of Despairs now. It's just gone out of it there, but how do they get DRS down
And
here?
Despairs picked up the time penalty. And Ninjas is also in. I'm guessing he's also picked up some sort of damage. Kisbo will move up to P8. Let's have Jota. And Brad behind her.
Can I just say, Kisbo, the first women's driver in the league as well. So it's nice to see that happening. Kisbo can actually score some points for now. I'm sure she'll be very, very happy with that.
All I'm gonna say is,
Oh,
if
lovely.
that is it F2 she's in or F3, if she gets into F1, you know Bondra's gonna go fucking through the roof, right?
Oh, Sophia Flores.
Yeah.
And Bagoo moves up to P2. But the spares is going to come back at him. Comes just about gets under, but Bagoo covers it pretty well. Ninja's picking up another time penalty there. Bagoo now up into P2 now, see if he can start to hunt down Daleks, who I thought was American, but he actually isn't. So sort of getting past Kisbo. Kisbo breaking very, very early. But you're doing well. I'm proud of you, no matter where you finish. Ooh, she runs out slightly wide though.
I bet Luke's a bit pissed off.
Ooh, then Sun Ping. A little bit leery out of the final corner. He's going to have Snorlax. He's going to go for it here. There he is. Yep. Sun Ping leaves enough room though. Snorlax up into P4. See if he can hunt down. He's only 4.3 behind. Ooh, Sun Ping picking up a 3-second time penalty through the S's. Started losing a bit of time here, I reckon. Snorlax obviously his own Grand Prix. Looking to get at least the podium. He's not really putting away from the spares. He will start out of order, so going long. Race Ramsey is about to attack his PSLL teammate. I'm sure their teammates are, which is another issue. Bradford is going to be looking to overtake a bit, so probably won't make it too hard. Ninjas too far away. And Ninjas and Richard obviously having going to be involved in another battle soon. We'll have to hit harder times. This goes run out very wide again. He's in position to grab.
Can't even allow.
Another piece of line penalty. At the same corner where he picked up his last one. Bagoo now getting that gap to 2.1 at the end of lap 7. As things stand, even if Ansley to DNF, he will be up the title. If needs be, we'll bring in Ramsey as well. Congratulate him. Kind of fair. Yeah, flag. Who that is? Might have been Kiz.
Yeah. Matt's already got that gap down to 1.6 seconds, by the way, with the spares.
That's mad. Spares all picking up another time penalty. Ping's not too far behind them either. Bagoo is now starting to reel in Daleks as well here. 3.5 now separates. He didn't cut that. I was on board with him, he didn't cut that one bit.
They'll have that removed
So
then.
he'll have that one removed. Because I was on board with that, he did not cut that whatsoever. Jota picking up a time penalty. Williams are very out of shape here, but Ramsey's within DRS now of Tony. All that's within DRS now of spares. Another time penalty through the rest of it. Ninjas onto the back.
That's Kiss's first one.
Ooh. I mean, you've got to give it to her. Her first league race, and I
Yeah.
mean, she's not doing the best, but she's doing what she can. She's still in this race. She's doing what she can. I mean, if two people were to crash out, that's points for her. Snorlax now round the outside of Despairs. Going to have the inside line from the next corner. He's got the move done. Maybe. Yes,
Yeah.
he has. Ramsey down the inside of Tony, but he runs in too deep, and Tony gets the position back. Oh, is there going to be slight contact? Ooh. Ramsey going a longer way round. He's going to cut back underneath him though. They're going to be side by side, and Tony being very naughty there and pushing him out wide. Right on board with the McLaren driver. Despairs is within the RS of Snorlax here as well.
He's going through.
Oh, and Ramsey and Tony have made contact. He's not got front wing damage from that.
Ramsey has.
Yeah, he has. Light wing damage. Oh, that's a massive shame. It would have been a good battle, them two. Ooh, Ramsey nearly runs into the back of him again, and Richard about to overtake. Oh, Richard's been hit. He hasn't got front wing damage, I don't think. No, he hasn't. Ramsey picking up another time penalty. The Snorlax has got that gap. It's now 2.5 at the top here now. Snorlax is starting to have a few of them in there as well, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hairpin. Only was directly 9 seconds behind him. And just picking up another time. Very, not very, very wide. We'll go letting him through. I might have his going back into the track. Caught up with Ramsey so quickly there. Going to move up the inside. And Jotto gets past. And has DRS as well, as he was in the detection zone. We'll have Bradford. Do 1.9 seconds behind Daleks. Kind of like BVR F1. Daleks doing all that. With the Ferrari. Durable Jota. Now the RS is up. So we should start breathing in Tony, which he is. Cutting that corner. An absolute treat. And Trot's going to go for the move again. Down into the inside at the last corner. And Randy's into the pits. Williams are definitely coming back into things though.
Yep.
Just under a second, I think. Even though he was under a second now, but whether the top zone was the issue. a bit of rubber for his troubles.
Scott is going to have southern ping in a bit. That's just he's on the faster tyre. All three of these guys will come in at the same time, wouldn't they? Mediums.
Roughly. He does now have the RS pilot. We've seen him move P1 into turn 1. Behind him, he takes a wider line so he gets a better exit. Even on exit then. Rouge now has to be in a little bit of trouble again. Slight lift through the S's. I think Dalek says any penalties yet, does he? Does he?
I'll have a look. He's got 2 warnings.
Bears picking up a few second time, don't he? Ramsey's got to pass Ninjas. This way, second time, don't we? DRS now activated. One's going to need to be done as soon as possible, really.
Into
Goes into the pits. Watch our pit stop. We will get lapped, unfortunately. And just picking up another time penalty. For setting mediums. It's a waves solitude. Oh, that's setting the fastest lap of the race. Despairs is in. So it's getting to that point where drivers are going to be coming in now. Lap 13 of 28. Well, that's only 3.7 seconds behind John now. He's going to get this move done as soon as possible. Dalek comes up slightly wide, and this is going to give Magoo the opening. Dalek gets some very good traction from the air for the moment.
Ramsey with another 3-second time penalty.
Before you see these guys coming into the pits now. Yep, Magoo's in.
Snorlax picks up his first.
Oh, John getting very close to the end schedule. He picked up any damage. Into those medium hard piles. Come out ahead.
Brad picks up a 3-second time penalty. The Spurs, yeah.
Flag. Oh, Kids goes round. Tony's also in. He is currently battling Ramsey. So.
Oh, that was a bit of contact from them too.
Ramsey, cutting the corners. That's all that. Tell you what, Magoo is probably going to get slow down. Through. Richard and Ninjas. Oh, Richard's gone very wide. Gonna invite Ninjas though. Oh! Oh! That was very, very close. Oh, Ninja's absolutely on it. And he's round the outside of Richard. And then he goes into. Oh! There's contact between them two. Again. I know what Snorlax is going to do. I already know for a fact.
Doing the 2-stop.
No, he's going to do the 1-stop but go on to the softs again. This goes back into the...
Oh no, she's...
That's a shame. I mean, to be fair, she's done well. She has done well. Obviously not up to speed with some of these guys, but I mean, these guys have been here, or most of them have been here from the start.
I don't know why that's a yellow flag, but it's in the pit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bagoo was definitely going to get Barlows in the pit. I think these two are going to probably... Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Richard up the inside. Oh, he's got past Ninjas. Must be having a great battle so far. Obviously Bagoo. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh, it's because I'm not the leader, that's why. No, yeah. Gained a second. I was like, oh. Time Bagoo setting the fastest lap of the race.
On hard.
Because if Daleks and Snorlax go to lap like 20, they're definitely going to be... Some haters.
No, he's on hards. They can literally go to the end of the race, but you don't use 2 sets of tyres, didn't you? So he'll get over. He'll probably get overtaken by Brad and Jota, and maybe Despairs. Well, Jota's right on the back of him now, actually.
So slowly through the right-hander. 2 seconds behind Daleks here. I mean, softs can do trouble.
Didn't Luke say it was going to rain though during the race?
Yeah, Daleks is in. And that's take the lead of the race.
Let's see what you're going into.
Doesn't look like it's going to rain though.
Daleks has gone on to a set of softs.
And Bagoo has jumped them.
7 things now in.
Jota will move up to P4. Bradford
Might overtake him.
there you go.
And Ninjas will overtake. Oh, Brad, yes he has.
He hasn't overtaken him. He hasn't had.
Yeah.
Spares.
Might.
Okay.
Spares has.
Tony won't though. Way too far behind.
Them two are battling again.
There we go. Ramsey in the slipstream and DRS chucks it down the inside. Can you get it stopped in time?
No.
he doesn't. This battle will probably go to the end. See that. Ramsey picking up another time runner. Really wants to get past Tony here.
Don't go for my grave. Oh, I'm gonna sit back in my bed a little bit. Oh, there we go.
Right, into the pits. P1.
Yep, you did.
Snott's actually jumped. No, tripping. Oh, Pagoo picking up a 3-second time penalty.
That one will stick, but the other one won't.
Yeah. So unless Daleks fixes the penalty, Spares and Summon Ping. Up into turn 1, Summon Ping obviously on those fresher tyres is plotting. And then missing that.
My red contact.
Pretty
Randy's
clean
past
from
Tony
there.
now. Which is now in.
Small accident to DRS. Richard's in. The small accident moves up to P3.
Tony with a 3-second time penalty.
Nothing new. The Ramsey's actually got past him now. Quick missed that. Someone Ping and Despairs going at it once again.
Yes, score.
Dalek's the fastest lap of the race, so that might get beaten by Snorlax on his next lap. Dalek's went up very wide. And picking up a time penalty.
Oh, 1-0 Arsenal.
Good playing.
Leeds. FA Cup.
That's on live
Reece
TV,
Nelson.
I believe. Only 9 laps to go.
We're literally playing our fucking second squad near enough. Pepe, Ozil, Lacazette, and then Guendouzi, Xhaka, and David Luiz, and Kolasinac are the only, like, starting, like, from the starting 11.
Yeah, it's live on BUCI. Got the first watch. There's only 18 minutes left.
Reece Nelson scored ours. Against Leeds, though, so. Alex is on the back of Pagoo right now.
That's the advantage lap.
Yep.
You playing David Luiz in centre back?
Yep.
You've got Guendouzi as well.
And then Pepe, Ozil, and Lacazette. So I think Ozil's the captain then. Oh, there's 3-second time penalty for Daleks.
Pagoo's got to lap up Farley, I think it's 100. It is indeed. Pagoo's going to have DRS though, which is going to help him.
It started to rain, by the way. Yep. I can see little droplets on the track. I would watch it, but I just don't have these guys on my phone.
Here comes Daleks for the move for the lead.
Brad with another 3-second time penalty. Tell you what, Daleks has done pretty good to be fair.
Yeah. And he will actually win this because obviously he is ahead of Pagoo. If Pagoo was to finish ahead, Daleks and he would win that. 7 laps to go. Pagoo is going to come back at Daleks. To the inside. If each other enough room. Ooh,
And they just touched.
He's going to go up the inside. Oh, it's a great overtake. Oh, Pagoo.
Nearly. Ugh. Oh, I was wondering where the other two went. I was wondering where the other two fucking paddles went. It was stuck to the controller. He's not careful, he's going to get disqualified. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9.
Hitting for
Hinters.
Yeah.
As if the conditions get quite bad.
Still dry enough for the dry tyres.
I think no one's going to hit though, just because it's that dry.
Once it starts getting like a gloss to it, then you might start pitting. So, because he's most likely going to finish third. 15 plus.
I think it's 4 in it for 8th place.
Yeah, 19, yeah, they'll be 17. Really need 17. Someone's paying 50 for penalty. Definitely getting heavy up.
Only what? 5 laps to go though?
Yeah. Because Daleks and Snorlax are almost fresh off, they basically aren't going to use too much time either.
You give me a camera.
Oh, someone's going very wide then. Oh, Ninja's off! Yeah, he's lost a lot of grip. Could potentially be time papers though. Andy's in. See if he goes on to those intermediates.
Not even. He's nearing disqualification now though. There's like what, 40 points in that when he gets disqualified. Don't give me that camera angle game.
Fastest laps.
Ninja's winner. Ninja's winner.
Yeah, I know. They just picked up another time penalty.
And Snorlax gets another one. That is first or he's
That's a
second?
second, I think. Let me have a look. One. Yeah, it's second. But you will have one removed, but he's on his final warning to pick up another time penalty. With conditions like this, it's going to be fairly easy. But he's lost a lot of time. Back there. Contact between Snorlax and the blue.
Little love tap. Snorlax really just lost the back end there.
Wider line. A lot of pressure there, mate. Here comes Snorlax. Oh, he's squeezing him.
They're in a party together as well.
He's back to picking up the time penalty as well. Snorlax is through.
Not gonna matter though, is it really?
Not really. See if Snorlax can start. This is definitely time for interviews, but there's no point in getting. There's only a lap to go. He was going really deep there. Didn't get a flag.
That's Ninja's moving out of the way.
What was it?
Yeah.
He's not like he's 50 seconds down on his time. Must have made a lot of mistakes.
And Ninja's 10 seconds.
Oh, he's been disqualified.
I knew someone was going to do it.
And there's a tie as well. Oh, that cheeky little bastard. So he didn't finish last, he just retired, so he moved him back up to 11th. Ooh, Pagoo with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, that's on the back of Daleks here. 2 laps to go. See if Snorlax
I love the
has it.
helicopter cam.
Get past the Englishman. Because Daleks, I believe, has 3 seconds. But he's got 2 warnings. Where Snorlax, I believe, has 2 penalties.
2, but he's gone his last warning.
Going in, this is going to be the chance for Snorlax. Got DRS as well. And he is through. Oh!
Little love tap. Little love tap. Matt's not going to be happy about that.
No, he should have let him back through. Oh, he's off again.
Oh, and them 2 taps.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
So with 1 lap to go, do you really think they're going to do that? I think the rain caused that little thing there, though. To be fair.
Yeah, but if you...
I know. Tony.
Oh!
That's Tony off.
Oh. Spare's also spun as well.
And Southern Ping. Southern Ping, he just spun it as well. Well, I've got to get off Dalek. Well, fuck that shit.
Daleks.
Take a guess. Just take a guess what Dalek is doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the red bit.
Yeah. Ooh, he's gone down the inside.
Daleks. Very messy these last couple of laps.
Hang on, John's going to overtake Snorlax. Matt here, isn't he? The P2.
Well, that says
9, I think. Oh, no, no.
See, the thing is, I'm not very happy with Daleks because he should have let him back through. I mean, you're stupid as well, so...
I think it was the rain, but...
No, but if you spin someone, you're supposed to let him back through.
He didn't actually spin him though, did he?
Yeah, but he
Love
put him off
him.
and then...
Yeah.
Put him off the line and then... What? We were literally just talking about you being half spun. We're just deciding now whether to give him the penalty now, so there's no point you know, just flipping talking to everyone and then changing it back. I mean, me and him are stewards, so we're just discussing it now. Yeah, we'll wait for John and then we'll explain everything. I need to actually we need to bring Ramsey in as well, actually, because they're non-constructors. Wait, where did Ramsey actually finish?
P8, I think it was, wasn't it?
Hang on, I'm just checking now.
Well, have a look. I'm about to see the thing now, so P8, yeah.
So they are champions.
Got as well, just in case.
Hang on, we'll just wait for Ramsey to join. So that is the USA Grand Prix. Daleks comes home in P1, Snorlax P2, Wagyu in P3, Jota P4, Bradford P5, 17 P6, Spares P7, Ramsey P8, Richard in P9, and Tony will indeed get out of the race. SV Ninjas, Kisbo and Lucas Aid. So we will. Oh, this is going to be a hard decision. Daleks, we were obviously on board with you, and you kind of half spun Snorlax.
Well, I got a recording of it. It was sort of like after the braking zone in the water. It was sort of, it wasn't nothing intentional or like in the break. I mean, I've got it on record. I think you'll see it's more of a racing incident. Obviously, I apologised. And
I mean, I've got recorded as well. We'll see.
Right, so we'll do it. We'll continue how it is, and then if there's stewards, we'll then decide. So, Daleks, you come home with a debut win.
First race, yeah.
In USA, you first VR. And if someone didn't absolutely kill everyone at turn 1, we'll obviously discuss that in a second.
I don't know who actually caused that.
But yeah, just give us a few words about your qualifying your race tonight.
Well, obviously, first race in this lobby is crazy to get the first win in a league race ever, so I'm happy for that. It was obviously qualifying went well. Getting in the top 3 helped a lot. I think I qualified 3rd. And then obviously in the race, you saw what happened. I got a good start, and John was a little laggy, so I kind of braked early, and then obviously I saw a Red Bull or something just come flying, and instantly had about a 5-second lead. So from there, obviously for the first kind of 8 laps, it was just managing. And then John, obviously, quick as he is, started closing in on me. And I honestly thought at that point I was going to come home 3rd. I thought, you know, Pagoo and Snorlax have got it here, but I somehow managed to keep Pagoo behind me. He pitted onto hards, I pitted onto softs. It was kind of a gamble, but just about paid off. Had the pace to catch up. Last half of the race, when it come raining, it was almost impossible. It was like half throttle most of the lap. Obviously, Snorlax closing in on me, a few bashes, one little at the end of the straight, and then the next lap from him behind me in the corner. So obviously in the rain, a little tricky conditions, but nothing full send or too inappropriate. But yeah, overall it was just great to have a first race out front. It was intense and a fun race with everyone.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Move on to 2nd place. Snorlax obviously got yourself on pole, and then that kind of got ruined within the first 10 seconds of the race. The flying Red Bull.
Yeah.
Literally, when you drink Red Bull, it does give you wings. But yeah, come home for a P2, maybe P1 if the stewards decide that Daleks gets a penalty. We'll talk about that later, obviously. But I mean, you obviously that kind of helps you in the championship. Obviously, without Brad scoring less points than you, kind of helps you. Not obviously the win that you wanted, but quite a decent result from yourself. Just give us a few words.
Yeah, I mean, got a good start going down to turn 1, and then I've never been punted so hard in my effing life. Surprised I go straight into the wall. I was able to fucking keep it off the wall. And then as I was coming back on the track, I was going side by side with I think it was Ninjas. and we just tapped wheels and it spun me around again. So I'm all the way at the back. I'm just like, great, let's do a recovery drive. Didn't get any damage, surprisingly. And then I was literally put my head down for most of the race, trying to catch up to fucking Pagoo and Daleks, who were having their own little battle. And then Pagoo went fucking on hards, and I was like, these mediums still feel fine. I'll try to go to softs on the end. Same thing that Daleks did, and unfortunately, Ninja's pitted like 20 seconds ahead of me, but the pit crew still wasn't freaking ready. So it cost me like 5-10 seconds in the pits at least, waiting for them to get the tires ready. And once I was on the softs, I was just rapid and I caught them up. And as the rain came, you know, I'm pretty dang good in the rain.
Yep.
So I was looking forward to that, and got past Daleks at then the straight, and then I guess he tapped my left rear, and I was trying to save it in the wet and dry tires, and that was not easy. And he's got past. I was trying to just catch back up, and then last lap, basically same thing. I was trying to give him room and just lost it slightly, in rich and hot lap. So it is what it is. I'll let the stewards decide what they think, but I'll be happy with the P2.
Yep. Well,
After
congratulations.
what happened at turn 1.
Coming to third place, Pagoo, obviously starting P2 behind Smaller. Got a pretty decent start, kind of equal between you both, and then I think you kind of got caught up in the melee at turn 1 because you were down into I think like 4th place at one point, but then had a recovery drive. We did kind of take 3 seconds away from you because we felt like one of you, I think it was the second to last corner, I think, where apparently you cut it but you didn't.
Yeah.
We noticed that, so we showed it off, but I mean it's not really going to change much the result, I don't think, at the end of the day.
Don't bother me, mate.
Another third place, and obviously you have indeed wrapped up Constructors Championship with Randy and Homie Nate.
Is that
That's why you're in here, don't worry, you're not in trouble.
Oh.
But yeah, just give us a few words, John, about how your race went today.
Yeah. Horrible start, bogged down a little bit. Went to go a little bit conservative into turn 1, and then, yeah, as you say, Rebel gives you wings. And I got absolutely it was like a domino effect. It was like, no, first I heard, I was like, John, what the fuck? I was like, I'm sorry, it wasn't me. I got slammed up the ass. I don't know what's going on. I was like, everyone's asking if I got wing damage. I'm just like, no. But yeah, I don't know how I didn't get any damage out of that. You know, it's a shame really. And then I pitted early onto the hards. As usual, I didn't do much race practice as per, so I didn't know how. Yeah, nothing new there, mate. I just did like 20 minutes of time trial before jumping on, you know, but I didn't know how well the softs would hold up, and I literally just took my knowledge from last year's game, obviously, me being the silly bollocks that I am. Obviously the softs didn't drop off as quickly as I thought they would, hence why I went on the hards, and obviously that was my bad. I should actually put some effort in for a change, but it is what it is. Third place, yeah, I'll take it, you know. It's just a bit of fun really, and obviously me riding in the Ferrari, because that's the car I chose next season. And yeah, to be fair, actually, the Ferrari actually felt quite nice. I thought it was actually going to be a piece of shit, but it's not too bad. Yeah, third place. Happy with that, yeah. Ferrari's dog shit in fucking real life. All them fucking salty Ferrari fans hoping Lewis Hamilton goes on a skiing trip. Whee. Yeah, we wrapped up, you know, drivers champion, you know, just, you know, got the slam dunk now, constructors champion with my boy Carl. You know, he's really impressed me throughout the entire season. You know, if anything, he's probably been one of the most improved drivers since the start of the season in this league, and you know, he's shown that, you know, he's a great teammate. You know, he's always asking for help and stuff, and giving info on like tyres and stuff like that, and you know, do my best to help him out. And you know, I've appreciated having Carl as a teammate. You know, he's had some really good results, and like I said, he's probably been the most improved driver throughout the entire season. So good old shout out to him for, in my opinion, yeah, one of the best drivers on the grid, to be fair. Like, not the fastest, admittedly, but racecraft wise, he's got a good head on him, and he's only going to get better. So, looking forward to next season.
Yeah, well, congratulations. We'll come to you, Carl. Obviously finishing in 8th, but it was enough to clinch your constructors as well. Obviously a nice battle between you and Tony at one point until Tony died, like per usual. But yeah, just give us a quick word about how your season has gone so far, and obviously just a little bit from tonight as well.
Yeah, a pretty good season, I think. Where did Luke finish?
He
Luke
died.
didn't finish, did he? Yeah, he died after he hit me, didn't he? Yeah, me and Luke banged wheels at the start, so that's what killed Luke. That's what we did. Me and Luke just touched wheels together, as far as I was aware. And then I just see his wheel fly up in there. Yeah. Everyone whisper esports ready. Esports ready. Yeah.
Fucking Crash Team Racing's more esports ready than this piece of shit.
Hey, don't diss Crash Team Racing.
No, mate, I ain't dissing it. I'm gonna go play it.
Good. Yeah.
I'm actually having fun.
Yeah, good season. I think that's. I'm cementing my place in P5 in the championship after I didn't kill Luke on purpose, obviously, but yeah, stuff happens. I think I've improved a lot, like John said. As he says, I'm not the quickest, but I think I've got a good racecraft about me, like he said again, and I'd pick and choose when to do things. Yeah, you make a few mistakes, but who doesn't?
That's true.
Don's made a few mistakes, I'm sure he has, as I'm sure everyone has in this.
No way on about. I'm a perfectionist. Fuck you.
No, John's been a good teammate. Like he said, he's helped me a lot. I'd like to say I could help him, but I don't think I really can. Obviously, I've helped him win the constructors, and I'm sure he's noticed that a few times I've let him through when he's still been fighting for the driver's title. Not that I've had to let him through because he's quicker than me anyway, but I didn't particularly make it hard for him to get past on a few occasions. Yeah, my second constructors championship, got one in AOR last season.
Sorry.
So yeah, looking forward to next
What's
season
that
and the remaining
autistic
races.
online racing, isn't it?
That's it, you got it, boy.
Yeah.
You got it.
Right, let's end the stream before we get fucking blocked from all countries again.
That's esports ready as well.
Yeah.
Not.
But yeah, congratulations. Obviously 2 more rounds. I think you are going to still be leading for 5th place. Yeah, great season from yourself. But yeah, that was the USA Grand Prix. I want to say thank you to One Shot once again for helping me out.
Yep.
We will be back Thursday, where we will be going up against Livid. Again, we were supposed to race last week.
Still going on?
Yeah, we've got like 3 more weeks left. But yeah, we'll be back next Thursday for that, and then obviously back for the Brazilian Grand Prix on Monday. Until then, guys, we will see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye bye.